Hello, my name is Marcella, and I'll be speaking with you about proper business etiquette. Here's my audience. Proper business etiquette is a fundamental rule to abide by in all business-related affairs. The workplace is an environment for proper attire, proper language, proper actions in a business meeting, and inside and outside of the workplace. This can vary depending on the person and the workplace. For example, an employee at McDonald's would have different expectations than a loan officer at Quicken Loans. With a humorous spin on business etiquette, the author has 4 important do-nots for a business world. Do not discuss salaries, do not go over anyone's head, do not be a buck passer, and do not be a sponge of other people's time, money, or cigarettes. That was from Corringham in 2010. There are some common guidelines that should be followed for business etiquette, but I'll be covering the 4 aspects: the attire, the language, the actions in a business meeting, and the etiquette inside and outside of the workplace. So beginning with proper attire, this can vary from job to job and from person to person. Some companies have a uniform that they require employees to wear, and other companies simply state the guideline of business casual, and that leaves it up to the interpretation for the employee. So a rule of thumb that I would suggest for business casual is to err on the side of modesty. For a female, you would rather wear a dress that you would wear to lunch with your grandma as opposed to a birthday party at a bar for a situation like that. Men, you should wear business casual, would include dress pants such as black slacks or khakis, and a collared or button-down shirt. A tie is sometimes worn, and only in formal occasions, like a business meeting, should a suit jacket be worn. For women, dress pants and a neat blouse is business casual. Sometimes in the spring or summer, women can wear a dress at a knee length and a modest heel of 3 to 4 inches. The next pillar of business etiquette is proper language to use. So this is kind of common sense. You wouldn't swear or use rude language at work. You should speak at a moderate volume as opposed to speaking, too quiet or yelling. You should use formal language and should avoid using slang, of course, and especially when dealing with customers or clients if you're speaking on the phone. Finally, you should bear in mind manners. Use please and thank you always, whoever you're speaking with. So, along with appropriate language, nonverbal communication is crucial. So you should maintain eye contact and have an occasional head nod if you're speaking with someone to reassure them that you are understanding what they're saying. Inner office communications can be a bit more informal, but outer office communications should always be the utmost professional. According to Flatt and Williams in 1995, an employee should smile before answering the phone because the feeling carries into your voice. So moving on to etiquette in a business meeting. This is a bit more universal. Typically, meetings are conducted in an intimate setting, so it's maybe just a department or just a group of people. But they should be maintaining a professional tone at all times. Employees should minimize side conversations as this distracts from the speaker. Full attention should be directed to the speaker at all times. The speaker of the meeting should bear in mind the opinion and the questions of the crowd, as well as the crowd bearing in mind that of the speaker. So there should be a mutual understanding of that, and of course, appropriate language and attire should carry over into the meeting setting. According to Latimer in 2014, don't ever whistle, snap your fingers, or point at those, as those gestures show disrespect. Again, this reflects the nonverbal communication cues that are so important and must be abided by. And finally, business etiquette inside and outside of the workplace. This should maintain a value of respect. Respect can be displayed through the language used, the attire worn, and the behavior displayed. Aside from respect, inter-office communications may be a bit friendlier. Of course, workers tend to make small talk with each other about how their day is going, or maybe like their interests or their families. Although this is possible, you should still maintain that same respect that you do in other communications. And sometimes business continues outside of the workplace. So this can include holiday parties or maybe a marketing event for your company. And again, that value of respect continues on. All actions by the employees should positively benefit the company and their image. To conclude, employees should maintain proper business etiquette at all times. A positive company image can be achieved through proper attire, proper language, actions in business meetings, and inside and outside the workplace. Quality means doing the right thing when no one's looking. That was said by Henry Ford. And a crucial component of professionalism is to continue your behavior out of the office, aiming for the utmost class and positive image for the company. So, as stated before, an employee is a direct representation of the company, and their actions should always be positive and positively reflecting the image of the company. Remember, a company is, as a whole, is only as great as its weakest member. Thank you for listening. Oh, I have to scan you guys again, I think, just to make sure you were there.